What's up, everybody, and welcome to the shit show. I'm one of your hosts, Anthony Costanza. With me, as always, Brian Rudy.
Is
With
this really
opening
happening?
intro, Brian Rudy,
This can't be happening, really, is it?
Alan Mary. What's wrong?
Is this is
is,
this real life?
is this just surprise Brian with intros?
It's just I feel like even if I was like Brian, I'm gonna start in three, two, one. You would still
Surprise!
have that dumbfounded look on your face.
Yeah.
It's so hard. Like I can't. I don't even look at you anymore when I do it.
This is a big one. It's a big one for us.
Is it
It's episode 10.
episode 10? Probably should be 11.
Well,
Sorry about that.
yeah, we Anthony finally had a taste of my life, and he couldn't do anything.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, well,
Prepared to do it 2 nights in a row. It was just going to be really late.
yeah, well, I was really tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, no excuse. I know. So episode 10, we made it. Almost.
I don't know if
Sort of.
Matt did. I'm not 100% sure he's here.
Yeah, I made it. I made it.
So I'm the only one properly celebrating episode 10 with some alcohol. I think
So now let me ask you a question. You traveled for work. Did you buy wine on the way to your hotel room specifically just for yourself tonight?
yeah, I mean, I'm out in Wisconsin, and funny thing, like normal stores like Target have like full-blown arsenal of liquor in there. So yeah, an arsenal of liquor.
Nice.
Yeah. So like I was gonna get like some kind of like liquor, and I'm like, I'm not gonna drink all that in like the week I'm here. I'm like,
You're
oh,
there for a week?
yeah. I'm like,
That's horrible.
right. So I'm like, I'll get a bottle of wine. That will last me all week. Nope. One day.
So you could have went with the like the nice bottle of scotch or something.
No, I probably wouldn't have finished
You're
it.
going to drink every night.
No. I usually don't drink
Nope.
when I'm away. I just it's been last week was a long week, and this is gonna be another long week, and I just wanted to mellow out with some kind of liquor. So I just went with wine. I felt like, all right, well, this is the real reason I went with wine, and I mean, I wasn't gonna say it because it's not very manly. So I was in the store and I had a 6-pack, and I was like, yep, I'm gonna drink. I'm gonna get the 6-pack, and I'm like, you know what? Beer kind of makes me bloated. It's heavy. I'll just get some wine. It's not like anyone could see what I'm drinking, so I don't have to act manly. But I just broadcasted it publicly, so yep, that worked.
What? Why do you care if you're bloated being in the hotel room by yourself and then recording a podcast that has no video associated with it?
I mean, no one wants to feel bloated. That's just an uncomfortable feeling. I mean,
Like,
do you
yes.
think that's a comfortable feeling to be bloated?
Certainly not.
I
We
mean,
lost him.
No.
We lost him. He just Matt. Do you actually get video? For our listeners, Brian just got up and walked away, and I really thought he was going down.
Oh, you mean we actually lost him?
Yeah.
Like we don't know where he is.
I'm here. I went. I heard my work phone go off, so I went to go check that. Wasn't too important.
So Matt, Brian calls me earlier today with a serious issue that he's got. He's in this hotel room. He brought his PS4 with him because he's going to be there for a while. I assume that's the reason you brought it, because you'll be there for a week.
Yeah,
And
do you want me to start with like what's happened in hotels though before we go to this? I mean, last week.
Is it going to be any different than from what I'm about to say? Go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
it's gonna build into these issues.
This isn't like a multi-part story. It's
No,
one thing.
it kind of is because I was away all last week, and last week NHL and Destiny came out, so I'm like, I'm gonna bring my PS4 because I wanna play these games. So I brought it, and I hooked it up in my first hotel. I was in that hotel for 3 nights, and it worked, no problem. The HDMI port was fine. Came on, connected to the internet, no issues. The fourth night, I was staying at a hotel like by the airport, In the back of the TV, there's no ports. And I'm like, well, this is weird. And then I'm looking at the back of the TV and there's like this plastic casing. And I'm like, well, that's obviously not supposed to be there. So I grab my screwdriver and take it off. And I'm like, oh, there's the ports. So I plug into the HDMI port, and in doing that, I realize it's broken. I'm like, maybe that's why it's covered, so idiots don't break it. But there was a DVI input, so there's a Radio Shack right over there. So I went and bought a HDMI to DVI converter, and
How much is that? Like $30?
I think it was 18.
Okay.
I could use that at home anyway,
Sure.
so like that. Those are always useful. So I bought that, and the only problem is there's no audio, so I had audio and chat going through my headset from the PS4. It's a pretty cool feature. You can actually do that, so I was able to hear the games while playing. So yeah,
Through the one earbud though.
yeah,
Awesome.
works a little better than you would actually think.
You
So I
got
was
that 1.1 surround sound.
well, I bought a different one. I didn't buy I don't have the one that it came with. I actually bought one. So I had issues with that hotel, but I got it to work. So I get to this hotel today, and there's nothing on the back. It's got 3 HDMI ports. I'm like, awesome. Plug it in, turn it on. I can't seem to change the input off of cable. So it's some bullshit like hotel remote that has like 6 buttons. That's it. It's like channel up, down, power, menu button, which doesn't work, and like that's it. And the buttons on the side of the fucking TV don't do anything. You can't turn the volume up or down. You can't power it on or off. It's like fucking blocked. So I called the desk. I was like, my TV's broken. Naturally, they're like, no, it's not. You can't change it. I'm like, yeah.
No.
So that's when I placed my phone call to Anthony, and I mean you can continue for a little bit now, Anthony.
So he calls me. He's all pissed off, and he explains the rundown. Gives it to me. That like, oh yeah, it's like some of the hotels they block you from changing the inputs. It's like, all right, we're gonna go on a mission. So I'm searching online while he's trying different things on how to override this little setup that they have. So
Right.
I have him. I'm like, all right, I'm like following the instructions that other people have done. So I'm like, hit power off on the remote, power the TV back on by the TV, hit the channel down button, and see if you can.
Are you just flying dark, or did you find like
I know I found some
type
people
of TV or?
No, I didn't go that far. I just found some things that have worked for people, and then I was like, okay, I've heard, like the idea was that okay, maybe they're restricting access to the TV via coaxial. I was like, okay. Before I even say go like to undo the coaxial, I was like, you say, Brian, hang on, I gotta go get my tools. So I'm like, great. He's just gonna take apart the TV. So reading further and further, it's like, okay, try this code because it turned out he had an LG and this other guy had an LG. So we're like, okay, see if this code overrides it. No. And then this one guy has this brilliant idea, and he's like, just go to a Radio Shack, buy a $10 universal remote, program it to the TV, boom, switch the input. And
Wow.
that's exactly what Brian. And now Brian is displaying his purple remote control.
It was $6.
His easy access.
Yeah, but now you could just travel with that pretty much in case you
Right.
ever run into that again.
Yeah, I googled it before I bought the remote, and apparently the remote didn't work for a lot of people. But I'm like, I'm gonna try this anyway. They might have just been idiots. Who knows? But like apparently this is really widespread. It's like an epidemic here, okay? And you know what? It's a pandemic. It's not even an epidemic. I'm sure it's happening all over the place. This is ridiculous. Like, why can't we fucking change inputs in hotels? It's because they want us to buy their pay-per-view movies. They don't even fucking offer them here. Like, fuck off. I want to play my game, and I win. Hotel. I win. Fuck you, Hilton.
You can totally leave it on the wrong input when you leave.
Yeah, I really don't plan on changing it off this input because I'm afraid I won't get it back.
Is that why it's on right now? I know you guys can't see this, but his PlayStation is clearly running.
Oh no, I was probably gonna stop playing.
He's such a tool.
Yeah. But I win. I beat the system thanks to you and your Google magic.
You know it.
So yeah, I'm in Wisconsin. Fun fact about Wisconsin. Now, I denied that Canadians have accents. I stand corrected because Wisconsin has Canadian accents, and it's pretty awesome.
Feeling right at home.
Yeah, it's quite amusing. Like the first person I heard talking, I was like, "Wow, that is a Canadian accent. I guess I do have one. I'm an idiot." And then I heard someone else say, "I'm like, do they all speak like this? What's going on here?" Like, yeah, they have Canadian accents. I don't even know geographically we're close to Canada though. I don't know where I am. Where is Wisconsin?
Oh dear.
Where is Wisconsin in the U.S.? All I know is I'm in a different
Do you,
time zone.
do you just get on planes and hope? Like for all you know, for all you know, you could have been like on the Willy Wonka machine in the tunnel, and you really didn't go anywhere at all.
Well, obviously I went somewhere because it's 10 o'clock by you guys. It's only 9 here. I'm in the past.
I feel like you could probably have messed that up.
Not
somehow.
how that works.
Also, not how that works.
It's absolutely how that works. I figured out time travel on my way here because I gained an hour. Don't give me that look. You're just mad that I discovered it.
You gained an hour. Do you feel bloated?
No, because I'm having wine, not beer. So no bloatation.
Boom.
Got it.
Bloat.
Your seat doubles as a bloatation device on the way home.
Yeah, they always say that, and then a couple times, like when they're like, "Oh, there's a life vest underneath," like your seat's a flotation. But did you ever try to find that fucking life vest? Like it's so like cramped.
No,
like where is?
Half the time on the small planes, I can't even figure out how to get the goddamn tray out. How am I gonna figure out a life? Like it's gonna be. And so a while back, I was in like the audience of that. You know that guy, Captain Sully, the guy that landed the plane on the Hudson.
Yeah.
Was that like 5-6 years ago, something like that? And he
It's more recent than that.
Oh really? All right. Well, anyways.
I don't even know what Wisconsin is. I'm not a credible source here.
All right. Follow me here. Follow me here. So he was giving like a keynote speech, and he was saying, everything that happened once they hit the water, but apparently like from the time they hit the water, like within 4 seconds, everyone was waist deep in water, and all the power was out, and it was like freezing water. Then they were just describing that you have like something like 90 seconds from the time the plane hit the water. So like once it hits the water, it's still like going forward and shit, But like from the time it hit the water, there's like 90 seconds to get everyone off the plane or something crazy like that. So it's like pitch black, waist deep, freezing water, 90 seconds. Like there's no way there was any flotation devices going on. No way.
I don't think I ever got out of my seat in 90 seconds in a plane.
No, yeah.
Although I don't remember. I don't know, we didn't record last week. I might have actually told you guys, but like I Home Alone styled through the freaking like airport onto a plane.
Kevin!
No, like I
Please elaborate.
So you're pretty familiar with O'Hare, right, Matt?
Yeah.
So my flight into O'Hare was delayed, and then I was flying home. LaGuardia is under construction, so there's a curfew. You can't land there like after like 1 a.m. because of the construction. So this is the last flight going to LaGuardia, and I was delayed, and I'm pissed. I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna get stuck in Chicago again. I look, I'm like, maybe this flight will be delayed. No such luck. When my flight landed, boarding already had begun. So I had about, I think it was like 7 minutes until it said like boarding ended, but about 17 minutes to get there. But we're still taxiing.
I'm just picturing you jumping off the plane and then on the stair car like at the end of Liar Liar. Just chasing
Don't
the plane
worry! I'm a limo driver!
Yeah. So we're taxiing still, and I have 17 minutes before takeoff. This plane it came in. It was a small plane because I was coming from Madison, Wisconsin, so a small like piece of shit airport. So it was landing like F2, like where those like small little shit jets like go, and then I had to go to gate like C3, and in O'Hare, like United flies out of both B and C. B is close to F. C, you have to go to that underground like tunnel and run through like the colored light show.
It's solid. It's honestly like a solid quarter mile at least.
Yeah.
Oh.
So when I finally got off the plane, it was like 2 minutes until like boarding is supposed to close, and I just took off like a madman. Like no form to my run, arms flailing like. So I'm rounding the corner. I see C3, and they're starting to close the door. I'm like, wait! The person was like just about to close the door. I'm like, I'm here.
Were you actually screaming out loud? Wait.
Yeah, as she was going like, no way. Like O'Hare is a busy airport, and there's now like 100 people just staring at me. Like, what is this lunatic doing?
What is this asshole doing? Yeah.
I never
Oh,
ran
man.
so fast like in my life. I did not want to be stuck in Chicago because I don't know, Matt, if you've ever been stuck in Chicago. There's a Hilton attached to O'Hare, which
Yep.
never has any rooms, and if it does, it's over $400 a night, which is just absurd. And there's no like nice hotels near O'Hare, so you have to go to like downtown Chicago or like away, and you have like a half-hour cab ride like to the hotel, and it's such bullshit. Like I didn't want to deal with that, so like, I was making that, and I just fucking made it.
Nice.
I sat down, a sweaty mess next to this person. I'm just like sweating profusely, like. This woman's like, "Are you okay?" And I just went, "I made it."
You should have messed with her. Just turned to her. Oh, I hate flying. Did you get an upgrade on that last leg?
No, I didn't. Although I'm gonna get a hell of a lot more upgrades because this is how much I fly. I just got my Premier 1K, which means I've been on 90 flights already this year, and that's only United. And I've taken quite a few Delta flights when I've had to go to like Florida and other places where Delta's just like easier. Yeah. So like, I've easily been on over 100 flights this year, and it's only fucking September.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, fucking retarded.
What's your status on United?
Only September. September's pretty far into the year, but it's still a lot of flights. I'll give you that.
It's like more flights than like most people in a lifetime.
Yeah.
Premier 1K. Yeah, 1K Platinum or 1K. I don't know.
Yeah, platinum.
Okay, yeah, 1K is 120 flights.
Yeah. No, that's pretty good. Like I know a bunch of guys I work with. If you mileage wise, if you do like 100,000 or 125,000 miles in a year, I mean like that's so much, and you can pretty much round for that mileage wise only. You can do like round trip first class for two, like pretty much anywhere domestic you want to go.
Yeah, I have about 180,000 right now.
Yeah, it's pretty solid.
Yeah. So Dana and I are gonna use it. I think we're gonna go to Europe at some point. I don't know when.
Yeah, I think we're trying to do Italy next summer probably.
Yeah, I think Dana and Liz were I can't think of a word right now, but they were talking about it.
Talking? Is that the word you couldn't get? Talking?
Collaborating.
In cahoots.
In cahoots works. Sure.
They was in cahoots.
Yeah. So back just before we get off of planes, I want to discuss my plane ride this morning. So I had an early flight. I was tired. I didn't go to sleep last night, so I'm like, I'll just sleep on the plane. But I finally got The Expendables 3 not in a different language. So I'm like, I kind of want to watch it. So I'm sitting there, I'm watching it, and it's about 10 minutes in, and this guy next to me he taps me. He goes, "Is that The Expendables 3?" So it's like, yeah.
Well, yes, sir, it is.
Yeah, pal, it is. And he goes, "Do you happen to have a splitter?" I'm like, Why would I have a headphone splitter? Yeah, I travel alone, but I carry a splitter so fucking guys next to me can listen and watch movies with me. Like, what the fuck?
You should ask, do you have a blanket?
By the way, the movie is pretty good. I didn't finish it because I fell asleep, but it's pretty good.
Did you snuggle up with that guy or no?
No, I snuggled up with the window to get the fuck away from it. I made sure that I turned my iPad so he couldn't fucking see anything. I don't care.
It was on your iPad. It wasn't even on the plane. What a weirdo.
Why would they be showing that movie on the plane?
I don't know.
I don't even think it's still in like theaters.
I don't pay attention to any of those movies.
I'm pretty sure it was only in theaters for about 30 seconds.
Yeah.
There you go. My concern is valid.
So, did you like?
That's a straight to plane movie.
Yeah, sure.
Straight. There's 3 levels of movies. There's theaters. There's straight to DVD, like which is your Mary-Kate and Ashley movies of the world, and then there's a step below, straight to plane.
Yeah. This is actually pretty good though. And did you like the first and second one, right?
Yeah. I mean, I liked the first one. The second one I enjoyed it. It was entertaining.
But it got a little stupid with the comments, right?
It was just too much.
That's the direction that this one is going in because they break Wesley Snipes out of jail. And
Is
remember,
it Demolition Man?
no, well, remember he was in jail in real life,
Right.
and what he was in jail for, we'll get to in a second, because they're like, well, what were you in jail for anyway? And he just goes, tax evasion. That's what he really was in jail for.
Allegedly.
That's great. Oh man.
It's gonna be a stupid movie with comments, but so far so good. But I fell asleep pretty quick because again I didn't go to bed last night, so I was pretty tired.
I flew for the first time for work. It was Brian style. That's what I texted him when I was in the airport. I was like, I'm you.
Yeah.
And it turns out that if Brian had got, what was it, like an hour later or earlier, you would have been on the same flight?
No, I would have been on the same flight if I would have booked a different route because I went through air.
No.
Dallas.
I've never been on a flight that was that short before.
Oh yeah.
So it was just very interesting. So it's like, we get into the plane, and they're like, flight time, 31 minutes. I was like, awesome. So it's pretty much, they went up, the woman came by in a cart, poured everybody water, and then came by in the opposite direction with the garbage bag to collect the water, and then we landed. It was fantastic.
Yeah, those short flights, they don't even give you a choice of beverage. It's just water or nothing.
They did on the way
water or
home.
nothing.
The way home was 37 minutes. I guess those extra 6 really helped us out.
I got you beat on my flight today. So my flight to O'Hare. O'Hare's like 2 hours from LaGuardia. But O'Hare to Milwaukee is 14 minutes wheels up to wheels down.
Nice.
It's only 60 miles. Like I could just fucking drove.
Good. Easily.
Awesome.
If I had like a 40-minute layover, and of course a 40-minute layover is not long enough for anything. So I pretty much got off the flight and barely made the next flight. So yeah, I would have missed it. I would have been driving.
40 minutes is cutting it close. I even get scared of those 55-minute ones. Are even scary.
Yeah, see, I say that, but yet I booked one that was 36 minutes the other day. Like, what is wrong with me? Of course I missed it, but.
Right. Well, that's what's wrong with you.
You know what the best part was? My flight didn't even register that it was delayed, and I still missed that. I mean, it was delayed, but it just took forever to like taxi around and get to the gate. But it took off on time, and I still did not make it.
Oh, so I read something online today, like a trick to get cheaper airfare, but like it does result with you possibly getting asked to never book with that airline again.
I'm not in, but go. What is it?
So there's a lot of markets that are hubs, as they call
I'm sorry,
them, right?
Matt. Hang
so
on one second.
O'Hare.
Hang on one second, Brian.
Yeah.
Stop playing with the goddamn camera.
My bad. Why? What's happening?
Everything is shaking, and your sound is going in and out, and it's making Matt break up, and it's just terrible. Go on, Matt.
Stop ruining stuff, Brian.
I do what I can.
So there's these major airports that are hubs, right? So they've got a lot of connecting flights in there. The major markets like your O'Hare and of the world, and Dallas, like airports that if you're gonna go to any of the smaller airports, you got to connect in one of these major hubs. So the theory is that if you just book a flight, so say you wanted to go from like, I think the example they gave is like New York to no, that's a bad example. Say you want to go from like say you wanted to
That's
go
your
from
goal.
from like Cleveland to like no, that's a bad example too. Damn it.
Jesus.
All right, so say you wanted to go like from Florida, like one of the like
That's a bad
like
example.
Tampa. No, this is a good example. Tampa, and you wanted to go to like Dallas, Texas, for example. But because Tampa's like a smaller, shittier airport, flights from Tampa to Dallas are more expensive than flights that go from Tampa, connect in Dallas, and go to like anywhere else, like L.A., um, San Diego, like wherever. So they're just saying that a lot of people now are just buying the flights and just getting off at Dallas and not going on the last part of their flight to get, because it's like half price in some instances. If you buy like the Tampa to L.A. with a connection in Dallas and just not getting on another airplane in Dallas.
Wow.
I've done that before, but not to save money. Like I
Good.
just things change. I'm like, well, I'm already here. So,
Right.
well, since planes leads to something, I think we should go into what's gonna be. Well, it's already my favorite segment, and it's gonna really be a segment now. Terrible movies Brian watched.
You can't just pick a sentence, say with conviction, and now it's a segment.
That's a segment. I don't
Go ahead.
I don't see how it's not a segment. So I watched this movie called Kill Speed.
Oh my.
Sounds good.
Has anyone heard of it?
Oh.
No. All right. So it came out in like 2010-ish, maybe. I don't know. Doesn't matter. So it came out, and the main person in it was Andrew Keegan. And do you remember when he was relevant and we all hated him because all the girls loved him?
Yeah, not big into him.
Yeah. Well, neither am I. But he was pretty cool in this movie. So it was Andrew Keegan.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
Yeah, you do. Did you watch Seventh Heaven when you were a kid? We all did.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, 10 Things I Hate About You.
Yeah, he was in that.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he used to
good.
be. He used to be pretty relevant. Not anymore.
Yeah.
So, it was him, some other dude, and then Nick Carter. And if I was Nick Carter, I'm embarrassed about my role here because he was like a wannabe black guy, but obviously Nick Carter is white. And it was just miserable, like the way he was talking, like everything was like yo yo yo, and it was just miserable. Like I would have really seriously been embarrassed. So they were pilots, and they flew like cocaine across the border. Of course, shit gets crazy. But one of like the Nick Carter lines is, "Yo, when a pilot die, we fly straight to heaven." Like it was just fucking terrible.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So, of course, typical things that happen in movies that cannot happen in real life. They get caught by like FBI, and then just all of a sudden work with them and then walk away, free people. Like that makes sense. But of course, Nick Carter dies, and it's awesome because he sucks dick. And while we're on more terrible movies Brian watched, Half Past Dead. And we hear this one?
That one sounds familiar.
Sure, it sounds familiar, but it's probably not. It's starring Steven Seagal and Ja Rule.
There's a sequel. There's a sequel.
Oh yeah, Half Past Dead 2, starring Bill Goldberg.
Is that Full Past Dead?
What?
Just Full Past Dead.
No, it's Half Past Dead 2, and it's starring Goldberg and Corrupt. Corrupt is a rapper.
Awesome.
He's actually in the first one too.
Is that just a check for? Is that a corrupt with a K? Sounds like it's probably spelled with a K.
No, it's a Q.
No,
Ooh.
no, it's a K. It's
Oh, it is.
absolutely a K.
It is a K. Got it. Sounded like it'd be corrupt with a K.
Yeah. Well, I don't think. I think he probably thinks you actually spell it with a K. Like I think he thinks it's spelled Kurpt because that's how he spells it. I think he thinks he's correct. He's probably.
Is that correct with a K?
Yeah, I think that's where he might draw the line and know that it's not a K. I'm just gonna guess that. So this movie is starring Steven Seagal and Ja Rule. A little foreshadowing: Ja Rule's in jail. Well,
Shocker.
no, Ja Rule was just like released from jail, so. Hence why I said foreshadowing. If you're not up on your literary terms, that does mean something that is gonna happen, and I can't think of the definition of foreshadowing is. So I can't define it. It's like hinting at something that's going to happen. There's Brian's teaching 101.
Is that your favorite literary element?
No, climax.
Climax is good. I'm a big fan of the oh, you like alliteration, huh? You would. Yeah. You would.
Well, alliteration is fun.
I thought you were gonna do some alliteration there, but you really blew it.
No, I was just saying that's the fun one.
I'm a big denouement guy. I don't know if you guys are up on the denouement.
I mean, enlighten us.
It means the unraveling, the turning point, if you will.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's when the shit goes down, basically. But they put a French word on it.
I hate the French.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh Lord, the French are assholes.
The French are assholes.
Like, who made them people? Like, fuck them.
Oh my
well,
God, right.
Depending on who you ask, that's a long conversation. There's the whole creationism thing, but there's a couple other different belief systems out there.
Well, where do you stand, Matthew? I don't care. I don't care. Don't even answer.
I was gonna say I'm actually lying in bed right now, so I'm really not standing with anything.
Oh God, I'm
I've got a good view of Brian's room right now, and this is what I was expecting my room to be like when I went out to DC for work. But we actually ended up staying in a bed and breakfast, minus the breakfast, so it was just like a bed and us. And the four guys all together. Luckily we all work together because we have to end up sharing a bathroom. But we walk in there, and it is the scariest place I have ever been in my entire life. They're just like this really rickety old building with like these creepy decorations all over the wall that I'm certain somebody is standing behind and like looking through, like those kind of masks on the wall. It's really twisted.
Man, rickety's a great description word there. I'm really into rickety things.
So like the first day, like we walk in, I'm looking in this place, I'm like, yep, this is terrifying. And then walked around and I'm checking out, I like go into like this living room area where there's this like old leather couch. It was actually a super comfortable couch, but everything else in that room was scary. And then the dining room, there's like this gigantic table with like, these really decorative chairs, and you go into the kitchen and around and behind the staircase that would go up, so the backside of that, there is just this door that's open and this staircase that's semi sideways looking that's just going down into this black abyss into the basement. And I'm like, what? We're gonna close that up. We're gonna close it up right quick and shut the door there. And I taking note of like all these different things around the apartment. The last night we're there. Now, mind you, it's just the four of us in the building. There's nobody else. The last night we're there, the light is on behind that creepy door.
Oh.
I'm like, well, this is good. So, managed to sleep through the night without getting murdered. Come downstairs in the morning, and there's a few differences. The first one was I go into the living room area, and by the fireplace, there's a Twizzler on the floor.
Jeez.
Just one. And go into the dining room, and there is a thing of lipstick on the mantle over the fireplace. Go into the kitchen, and where there used to be one bicycle helmet, there are now two. I'm like, all right, this is getting weird. And this is our last day. We're checking out right now. So like, great. So we just leave. As we're leaving to go out the door, you hear the door open that I closed that had the light on behind it the night before, and somebody comes out and starts walking around the kitchen. And I was like, we're done here. We're done. Didn't go check that out. We just left. I mean, granted, it was probably someone coming to clean the place. I don't know why they were coming up a creepy staircase in the basement, but it was just mortifying.
No. That's it. Just no.
Exactly.
What? Now,
That's
I
scary.
think I asked you this, but I you know me, I don't listen or pay attention. Why
Right.
did you?
Especially when you ask questions.
Oh yeah, usually I'll ask the question, then just be like, yeah, I don't really care. I just wanted to ask. Why did you stay at a bed and breakfast? Silence.
Oh, well, I didn't set anything up. The company set it up. It was they said that but the rooms were really expensive and whatever, and they booked all this stuff. I was like, I don't really care. It was my first time going down there, so I was like, whatever, no biggie. But they asked us if we would ever stay there again, and I was like, no,
No.
I don't even want to stay at any buildings that touch or look at this one.
I'll tweet out the Vine video that I made of my room and the whole place so that you can see exactly what I was dealing with.
Why didn't you send us that?
I was waiting to tell you all about it, and then I completely forgot to send you the thing.
It's just messed up. Like, you should have told us already.
Apologies.
You know, I'll forgive you just this once.
Well, made up for like the first night. I was like, I'm not gonna sleep. Like the 3 nights that I'm here, that's it. I'm done. There's no way I'm falling asleep in this place. Luckily, Cool Runnings was on, and that put me in a good mood, and I was able to sleep that night.
You know, I've never seen that movie.
What? That's like a movie that you would write the script for.
Is that supposed to be racist?
How is that racist?
I don't know.
I don't even know what that means.
Well,
it's a great movie.
Being that this is episode 10 and we talk about a lot of things over and over again, I want to bring Blue Streak back in for this big episode of 10. Something that I was thinking about that I just don't understand. When he's got the Frankie, that guy, the tire guy, when he's got him,
the cold cuts guy.
Yeah, the cold cut guy. When he's got him outside, he says, "Do you like snacks?" And his response is, "Nothing makes me happier."
Got it. Yep.
Who? What? So
he says it so matter of fact, like, yeah, nothing makes me happier.
Right. And now I don't know why this just struck me. I was like, what the fuck? Like, this really, like, nothing makes me happier. Like, how is that a line in this movie and all this? And I'm going, like, playing all these things in my head. And then I realized, like, snacks make me very happy. Again, how Blue Streak is so relevant to my life. Like, I like snacks. Nothing makes me happier.
Nothing makes me happier.
Oh, Brian.
Well, Brian, I hate to inform you, but you're going to be snacking on the bottom of this shoe. This shit happened again.
We really just need to get together and watch Blue Streak and
all
just
up in your
record
ass.
shit. Skylight. That's how I would have came in.
if I was a crook.
See a truck with a B on it. Bonded.
Bonded trucks get into bonded warehouses.
I really just want to watch this movie with you guys, like, ASAP.
Yeah.
I really do.
Malone, what the hell are you doing in the evidence room? Checking it for clues and shit.
P31. You want 31 flavors? Baskin and Robbins is where you want to be. Be cool.
Diaz is it?
We definitely just lost our listeners because we know what's going on, but they don't, because no one has seen Blue Streak.
Sorry, Rob.
Since we're talking about listeners, I'm gonna bring this up now. So we got an email.
Yes.
And it was just for me, not for you guys.
Awesome.
Good. Considering we piss off our fan base, this is good for me and Anthony.
Yes, I don't have it in front of me. I remember it. I'm trying to think of the person's name here.
All right, just so the listener, if you are listening right now, just so you know, Brian really doesn't give a crap about you because he's trying to think about what you sent him, but what he's really doing is playing Destiny because he can't realize that I see you.
I don't care if you see me. See, yeah, I have no excuse. Oh, I remember her name. Her name is Claire. So Claire gave me, she didn't say where she was from, and it's not just I don't remember, she actually didn't say where she was from. So Claire gave me a would you rather. She said, Brian, would you rather your life stay exactly the same as it is right now? Not one thing changes, life goes on as it would, or you could be Batman. Choose, bitch.
Oh.
Wow.
So if anyone is just like tuning in and doesn't know this, I hate Batman. I don't think he's a superhero. I think he's a spoiled rich fuck. And I've expressed countless times that I really dislike Batman. And it's come up in a couple emails now that I hate Batman.
Yeah, but everybody that asks you about it, it's almost as if they think you'll like him.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
I clearly don't.
It's like you hate having billions of dollars serving justice raw and cold. What do you hate? Is it the costume? Do you not like? Are you worried about chafing? To walk me through some of these concerns.
No, my concern is a superhero should have superpowers. Name one superpower of Batman.
He is not considered a superhero. He's a vigilante.
He's a vigilante. He's a hero. He's not a superhero. He is heroic.
Am I lawyered here?
I'm pretty sure.
Wow. My mind has been blown for the second time this week, and you have unblown it by calling me an idiot for the second time this week. I'll tell. I don't know if I said in the group chat or not, but by the way, my choice is I would choose for my life to go on as it is, as I will not want anything to do with Batman.
Lies.
That is not a lie. That's a lot of responsibility.
See, this is what I want to hear. Not that he's not cool or you don't like anything. I want to hear the real shit that you're you're lazy and you don't want to do things. This is even you're well, so am I, but the laziness even goes into video games. Like in Warcraft, you picked characters specifically that didn't have to do anything.
Yeah, and my professions are always just gathering professions. I was too lazy to like level like an actual like profession, like a crafting thing. So I was just gather shit out of laziness.
Correct.
Yes. But yeah, no, I would choose my life because I don't want the responsibility of Batman. Not because I don't want to be Batman. I just don't want his responsibilities. Is that terrible?
I'm not sure.
So yeah, obviously I just said Anthony blew my mind there. The other thing Anthony blew my mind, I was listening to something, and it was about Super Smash Brothers.
Was it Scoop?
Yeah, it was. It was Game Scoop. I told you. I forgot what it was at the time, but I told you to listen to Game Scoop. My mind was blown. So they were talking about Super Smash Brothers and how it's just a kid's imagination, like that they're not really fighting. It's just like figures coming to life through his imagination. And
Right.
then and that's why like the original game, the last level was like the hand, because it was like his like hand control and everything. And I was like, oh my god! So I texted in the group, Matt, or just to Anthony.
No,
I think I,
you texted me too, but I didn't understand how you didn't know, because
yeah.
even when there was that screen, not in the versus mode, but like in the story mode, you would select a character and it would like pick them up out of the toy box with like the white gloved hand, and they were like limp bodies. I thought that made it obvious, surely.
So I was like, oh my god, guys, this is like the Lego movie Smash Brothers. This is incredible. And they're like, yeah? I can't believe that that's just like well known.
Yeah, it's pretty well known.
No, that can't be. Well, I feel like I would have. No, I probably wouldn't have. I don't. You're right. I'm an idiot. I pay no attention to detail whatsoever. I really don't. And so you gotta pay attention to detail. If anyone listening lives in Wisconsin, tweet me at big_Bruins or email sspodcast1@gmail.com and tell me what the fuck with all these freaking rotaries. And did you ever drive through Boston when Kim was up there?
I drove through Boston once.
And you know there's a lot of rotaries?
No.
Well, there's a lot of rotaries in Boston. There's every freaking
You're saying rotary. I don't really know what you're talking about.
like roundabout.
Roundabouts, like in DC.
Oh, a roundabout.
Not a roundabout like in Jersey where like you turn around like
No, that's a jug handle. A roundabout is a traffic circle.
Like Brian admits that he doesn't have attention to detail, and then when someone else does it for him, he gets frustrated.
All right, so roundabouts they're called rotaries, but whatever. Uh, so every freaking street is like rotaries here, and it's so dumb. Like it's just I don't know how there's not more accidents because people don't know how to drive through them, and I'm one of them. Like I don't know what to do. Like I especially when I don't know where I'm going. Like I don't know when to get off these things, so I tend to like almost stay in the middle of it so I can exit either way at my leisure.
I had that problem in DC, but I wasn't driving. My issue was it took me forever to cross the street because I would have to cross like 4 different times to just get where I was going. And after you cross one, the next one's red, and they were just like they were all queued up that way.
Fucking retarded. I didn't have that problem in DC. Where in DC were you?
I don't know. I know it as DC. I don't know where I was. I was staying. I don't know if the street names work for you. I was staying on T and 14, and I was working on L in Connecticut.
Yeah, that does actually help me. I'm not even saying that. That does help me.
Okay. So I was walking from T and 14th to L in Connecticut.
I still don't know how you hit rotaries, but that's not ringing a bell. But I have an idea where you were. Because Dana and I went to DC a couple years ago, and we stayed like in like the financial area. Like
it was a lot of fun down there. We had a great time the whole week.
Yeah, it was definitely a fun city. I got pissed off because like we went on like mistake number one, we went on Yelp to find like where to eat one night, like a nice place, and this place had like pretty good reviews. We go there, and
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is recording this part or anything. You're completely broken up for me.
Oh. When did I stop breaking up?
I put it down at 48 minutes, but since you like a little bit after you started playing, you've been in and out, and I figured it was just me. But that was really bad. Like I couldn't hear you at all.
No, I couldn't hear you there.
Oh no! Like the whole time I've been playing, it's been like bad.
Yeah, a little bit. Like it just got really bad now.
What was
it's just shitty hotel internet.
What was I saying? Do you remember?
Brian's talking with his PS4.
Yeah.
I wish I could say I'm not playing
something
online,
about-
but I'm clearly playing Team Deathmatch. I said something about what?
You're saying something about staying DC with Dana.
So Dana and I went to DC, and we Yelped where to eat. Place got good reviews, and long story short, we went to McDonald's after. Am I losing you guys?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
What's the problem?
Anthony's staring into space. I think he's frozen.
Maybe.
Oh no, he's moving. He's just not. Is he not
Just
talking?
mentioned McDonald's. It just reminded me.
Ryan!
And do you hear Anthony
Brian?
yelling?
There he is.
Matthew?
Yeah.
There I am?
Yes.
Yeah, you were gone. Matt and I were talking.
Honestly, I can't tell because you. Oh, Jesus! Okay, you did my face. All I saw was you, and you had your foot up on the thing, and you were sitting still playing a game. Matt's a still screen. I can't see him. I thought it was just frozen.
So you did just mention McDonald's though, and I heard something interesting about
I got
McDonald's
enough.
that they are starting a brunch menu.
What's it gonna include?
I don't know. I just know that they went ahead and paid a bunch of money, so they own the word McBrunch now. So it's gotta be good.
McBrunch. Yes.
Yep. I know what I wanted to tell you guys. There's huge news in my neck of the woods. So you guys may have seen this. There's this article online. If you haven't seen it, you need to read it immediately after this call. But there's this like 5-minute video about this homeless guy that hangs out in Manhattan. Stop me if you guys have heard this today. But he's like a 26-year-old white dude, and he's like pretty like normal looking guy. Like he gels his hair. He's got like collared shirt, shorts, like flip flops. But I recognize him immediately because I work on 23rd and Park, and this guy is on 23rd and Park every single day. I see him every day. Every once in a while in the office, like if we'll go out for lunch, we'll be like, oh, like what is it with that guy? It looks like he looks like he's like a washed up, goofier version of like an Abercrombie model, kind of. Um, we see this guy all the time. Like what? Like it's just weird that he's just one of those guys you look at and you remember because you're like, I wonder why that guy's homeless. He's like normal looking. He even looks like he's pretty like clean cut for the most part. And then there's a 5-minute video online how this guy says that he's been surviving because he basically just hits on chicks and goes and stays at their apartment like 4 or 5 nights a week or something like that. And he's like he's like the raunchiest dude ever. It's like a real shocking video. Like it was shocking just because I'd never heard the dude speak before. I just see him like sitting with
I love that that's how it's shocking.
well, no, it's shocking. Well, because you just see him sit with a sign. It says like seeking human kindness. He's got this sad puppy dog face. But then you hear him talk. Turns out he's this spoiled like rich kid from Boston that got kicked out of his house by his mom because he was like selling drugs or something. And now he just lives like pretty much the moral of the story is it sounds like if he wasn't a dickhead that he'd be allowed to go home and live a normal life. So he pretty much wants to be homeless. He said he makes $150 a day panhandling, and then he just goes to the liquor store, gets vodka, and he's like dropping these crazy catchphrases. He's like at the store, he's like, "Hey, can I get the shittiest vodka you have, please? I'm gonna drink it and become belligerent and yell at people." And it's like 4:30 or 5 in the morning. He's like starting the drink. But then there's all these videos that like these cameras follow him around for a week, and he's just like scooping up these chicks outside of the bars, like trying to like sweet talk them and go home with them. And I'm like, could you imagine if you're one of those girls watching this video that this dude is homeless and basically says he hits on you so he can go to your house and shower and basically survive, and there's girls sleeping with him. Here we all think, oh, gotta get a girlfriend, gotta have a nice job. Like this guy doesn't have any of that. It's crazy. And he kept saying, they're like, oh, how many nights will you typically stay at one of these girls' apartments? And he's like, oh, bro, it depends on how good I lay the pipe down. Like he's full of one-liners like that. Like I totally recommend this video. It's the most absurd fucking video, and it's weird. Like I feel awkward that I'm gonna see him tomorrow again.
Just go give him a pound and be like, yeah, I watched the video.
Oh no way. I don't want anywhere. I don't want to touch him. No way. Oh man, what a weird video. What a weird homeless guy.
Where did you come across that?
some dude in my office found it, and then all of a sudden everyone found it. So now it's just weird. Like, I almost feel embarrassed. This homeless guy. It's like, dude, you gotta go find another corner. Your spot's blown here.
Sure, but how many people actually watch this video?
Like, on the internet or in my office?
Like the internet.
Internet, I don't know, a couple thousand at least.
I'm sure there's plenty of girls out there that have not watched it.
Oh, well, yeah, there's plenty of gullible girls that are still gonna sleep with this homeless man. But either way, I just
And
feel
now
like he's got-
countless others that'll do it because of the video.
Yeah.
Which is just gross that that's true. Silence.
Yep. No, it's totally true. Like, it was on what?
There's been so many times where I'll say something and it's just silence, and I'm thinking like, yep, my
You know,
internet's down.
you've said that twice now, like while I was laughing. So I think I'm just on a ridiculous delay.
Yeah, I think there's some delays going on.
Well, I mean, I am in Wisconsin and I'm in a hotel, and that's not always the best.
And you're hogging the internet with Destiny.
No, I'm not even on it anymore. Here, look, I'll put my video back on so you can see. I'm not on it.
Shit, that would have been really climactic if the video kicked in before you yelled.
Well, I'm not on it. Yeah, I'm. Fuck off. I want to go home.
You've been there for how long? A day?
Yeah, but I was here all last week.
Oh my god.
And then I'm coming back. Not next week. The following week, I'm back for the whole week. It's yeah, and like Wisconsin all week again. And who knows what I'm gonna do next week since I haven't been like home. Who knows what kind of jobs I'll freaking have. I'll probably have to fly somewhere else. God.
Be on customer support where you have to be mean.
Yeah. I'll do that. So, it is episode 10. I tried this once before. I want to try it again. I want to give something away.
Oh god, what do you have?
I got nothing.
Ah.
I email whoever emails us. Let's see, what can we do here? I don't know. I want something funny here. Alright, email us something funny, whatever I laughed the hardest at. Tell me what you want, like, of a digital outlet, whether it be, like, Steam, Xbox, PlayStation Network, something. Yeah.
What are you doing right now? What are you doing?
What do you mean, what am I doing? I'm giving something away here.
No, you're not. You're throwing around very vague information. That's it.
This is me listening. It's like, I don't know, something funny, video games, make me laugh, email, something funny, Steam.
This is why you shouldn't drink and podcast.
No, this is actually why you should. Watching you. I'm just waiting for you to lean back and fall off that chair.
There's a back to the chair.
I'm waiting for the chair to flip.
I don't think that's possible. I just smashed
it.
Try
again. Try harder.
No.
That'd be amazing. If
Alright, so I really want to give something away here. So how can we? What should the criteria be here?
Okay. First off, you need something that you can give away.
Yeah, like a 20. It's gonna be a digital credit to something. So of their choosing.
Digital credit? Are you giving away bitcoins?
No, I'm not a hacker of sorts.
So hang on. So what you're telling me is whoever wins this contest that you haven't established is going to tell you what they want, and you're just gonna buy it for them.
No, sort of.
What if
correct me on the points that I'm wrong.
What if Rob from Detroit won? Like, what if he just submitted something? It was hilarious. Would you ever buy him anything?
He's
Brian would
disqualified.
shit in a box and send it to us.
Rob from Detroit is disqualified, like, immediately. You hear that, Rob?
Actually, oh wait, that could be the contest. Whoever writes the funniest thing about Rob from Detroit will read out all the contestants. And the funniest one, Brian will buy you something.
Yeah, here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna email something. Title it Rob Sucks. That's gonna be the. If the subject is not Rob Sucks, you're disqualified. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna say something funny about Rob from Detroit. The funniest thing will win. And what you're gonna do, you're gonna say what's funny, and then you're gonna put your digital outlet of choice, and you'll get a $25 gift card to there, whether it be like Steam, Xbox, PlayStation Network, whatever it is, your digital outlet of choice. It could be Amazon too, because you can send Amazon shit digitally. There you go. For episode 10, we give away $25. Yeah.
And by we of course mean Brian. I have nothing to do with this.
Brian personally, for some reason, is giving things away.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
He's trying to buy listeners.
All right, you want to get into emails?
Yeah, if you've got some.
Yeah.
Silence.
It's not like common knowledge for us, Bri, because you're the only one that has the email account.
Yeah, you're the one that's supposed to check it.
I do check it. I'm just getting in there.
Okay, good. We'll take your time.
Okay.
Good then.
All right.
How many do we have?
2.
Including the one you said before?
Nope.
Nice.
Marco from New Mexico. Sup guys, Marco. I guess he means I'm Marco. But he said that later.
He said hello to Marco.
I'll just read it verbatim. Sup guys, Marco. Period. What a fucking sentence. Alright, let's start over. Sup guys, Marco. Show's good. Just good. Could be better. Good. Sometimes better. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Fuck Rob. Love this guy. That's the whole email.
Oh man, Marco just jumped to number 1.
Yeah. Oh my god.
All right. Last email. This is from Teresa. No location. Hi guys, I'm Teresa. Question. So I am extremely overweight, and I'm just curious if that ever meant something to you guys. That's it.
I heard nothing that you said. You broke up again.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything you said.
I'll read it again. It was from Teresa. I'm just gonna, yeah. So she said that she's extremely overweight and want to know if that ever meant anything to us. That's it. I don't know if she meant like in looking at girls, if that ever meant anything, or if just weight in general ever meant anything.
I don't know what she's getting at, but we should totally set her up on a blind date with Rob.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
speaking of weight, I can't wait to hear from Marco again. And that matters to me.
I like that we do get emails now, but we got getting emails that make any sense.
Oh my god.
So the email address, sspodcast1@gmail.com. Try to make sense, guys.
Do you think he was just smashed listening to the show, somehow managed to type the email address in properly, started writing, and just quit and hit send?
I don't know. I mean, whenever I've emailed the podcast, which hasn't been often at all,
basis. Carry on.
I was always like very like concise and made like valid arguments and points. Like we don't get that, and I like that. I like that we don't get those long like emails, but make some fucking sense. Claire made sense.
I don't know.
That was good.
I was okay with the first email.
Yeah, Marco's great.
That was fantastic.
He has his priorities sorted in this world, and priority number 1, fuck Rob from Detroit.
Yeah. Rob didn't write in
That's
this
it.
time.
Yeah, maybe we scared him away.
Either that, or he's coming to find us,
Hmm.
and he's going to.
He's gonna have a hard time finding you. Just hopping around the U.S.
I'm pretty sure I got to be close to Detroit over here.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know geography, but I'm pretty
I'm no
sure.
biologist.
Oh, and something
Yep.
I wanted to discuss with you and the public, apparently.
All right, Matt. I guess you could just fuck off then, because he just wants to talk to me.
I got it.
You remember?
And the public.
Yeah, Matt's public.
And, yeah, but not you.
Remember we were talking about Big Dom stories?
Yeah.
A friend of mine, Eric, started listening, and he reminded me of something that I completely forgot about. And I'm a little hazy on some of the details that led to this, so I'm just gonna like populate what I think happened. So we were driving in my truck, and it was when I had the Escape, and Big Dom was in the back seat, and Eric was in the front. That I'm 100% sure about. Then for some reason, Dom told me to pull over, which again I'm sure about that. So we pulled over, and here's where I get a little hazy. I don't remember exactly how this happened, but Big Dom got out of the car and ripped Eric out of the car. So gets out of the back seat, opens the front door, and throws Eric out of the car somehow. And then proceeds, now back 100%, remember this part, proceeds to jump in my car and tells me to drive. So I start to drive, and as I'm driving, I hear, "Oh God, no, no!" I turned, he fell out of my car while it was moving and broke his shoe.
Awesome.
So to sum that up, Big Dom fell out of my car. And I completely forgot about that until Eric reminded me of it. Can you just imagine that happening? Dom falling out of the car?
Sounds about right.
Just put that image in your head. And now laugh.
Ridiculous.
You guys have anything you want to discuss before we pack it up?
Have you ever had rabbit?
Yes!
I had it for the first time. It was delicious.
Now, I mean, everyone fucking says this about every type of meat, but rabbit really tasted like chicken.
Yeah, it did.
I mean, everyone always says, "Oh, it tastes like chicken." No, like if you would have gave me this and, "Oh, I have this chicken breast," I'm like, "Oh, thank you, good chicken breast."
Yeah.
But
no, it was quite good. I mean, I've heard that if it's not prepared right and it's like gamey, then it obviously wouldn't taste like that. But well, me and Kim, we went to Maialino. It's the Italian restaurant in the Gramercy Park Hotel, and we went to see Rock of Ages. Then we hit up that place for dinner afterwards for her birthday, and we go and check in. We have a reservation, whatever. He's like, all right, it'll be like 15 minutes. So we go and sit down. And we're talking. They eventually call us over. Now Kim's sitting on this like heavy duty bar stool. Like it's really solid, like really solid wood, and like it's got a big top. And she's sitting on it. And she gets up. She gets up. We start walking over, and like her bag or her foot, something got caught on the chair, and it starts to fall over. And you know when you see something falling, and you get yourself into that moment of like it's just happening in slow motion. You've realized that you're just not close enough to save it.
yeah,
So I'm looking at this. I see the chair falling, and in my like this is exactly how it plays out. I'm like, oh, that's gonna fall. Oh, she's gonna feel terrible about this. Huh? I wonder how loud that's gonna be. Bang! It's just like this ridiculous noise. It startles the people around. Like they jump, and I don't know. Like we've worked at a restaurant before. When something embarrassing happens to a customer, you ask if they're okay, whatever. You don't make a big deal about it. This douchebag that like was getting ready to seat us just like gave her like a huff. I was like, what an asshole. But to make this better, the next day we were at breakfast and we ran into a couple of our friends and she was telling the story. And as soon as she finished telling the story, the person that seats us called our name. And she gets up and the chair she's on flips over. It was awesome.
do you
Also made an insane amount of noise for being one chair, but it was great.
Do you remember the pizzeria when Joe fell with the sauce?
The earthquake? The
I-
Great
I-
Earthquake of 2008.
I actually wasn't there for that. I've only heard the stories.
My mom pointed and laughed at him. She got up, she was hysterical laughing, and just pointed at him, and he was just covered in sauce.
Matt, you knew this story, right?
Oh yeah. I saw that. I came in the next day and I'm like, why is that table broken?
Right.
To be fair, a lot of tables were broken.
Yeah.
They weren't
he-
good tables.
Where he
Yeah, but he broke the metal base of that table.
that that's someone we need to get on this podcast.
I said that, and Anthony said no.
I don't know why. We just need him. I feel like
Forgot
he's-
about
he's-
it.
he's got a lot of shenanigans that happen to him. I feel like he provides some good content.
He has had a lot of shit happen to him. Remember that when he had the Impala with the lights in it?
Oh, God.
Well, he was asking for it.
What an idiot. I love him though. He got a lot better when he got older.
Yeah.
He's awesome. Definitely is.
Hmm.
Matt, you got anything?
Do I have anything? No.
Yeah.
That's about all we have for tonight. Thanks everybody for listening. You could reach us on Twitter and Gmail. I'm at AEJ Costanzo. Brian is at big_Bruins. Matt is at Matt_in_limbo. The Gmail is sspodcast1@gmail.com. Have a good week.
Bye.
Such a dick. I hate you so much.
You can never let Anthony have his moment.
I don't
ever.
even. The thing is, I don't want it. It's just
Take the moment. Take
he
it.
insists that I do it, and then he chimes in
You can
because
Bye.
he doesn't want it. I don't want to do it.
you can take the moment after I sign off with this. I apologize that the quality was off. I am in a hotel in a piece of shit Wisconsin. Anthony, have your goodbye moment.
The best is when Anthony
Matt
will do
takes
it.
No, Matt can have it. That's fine. I don't. Like I said, I don't want it. You insist that I sign us off, and then you chime in.
The best is when Anthony ends, and then you're like, okay, and with that, there's a couple of emails.
Because I forget about the emails.
Like
You're the worst.
you go for 15, 20 minutes more of content. We're just like, okay. Good night, everybody.